The next morning brought mist. It clung to the village like a forgotten memory, softening edges, swallowing footsteps. Idris stepped out of the inn with his notebook under one arm, the blindfolded drummer's final words echoing in his mind. When your silence becomes a question instead of a prison. He didn't know what it meant yet, but the weight of it followed him. Drawn by some quiet instinct, he wandered toward the bell tower. It loomed above the rooftops like a sentinel from another age, weathered by time but still standing. At its base was an archway, and beneath it, sitting cross-legged with a small metal cup between his feet, was a man. He was young, barely 20. Dirty hood pulled over his head, coat torn at the sleeves, fingers trembling slightly as he played with a silver coin between them. He looked up as Idris approached, sharp eyes, guarded and tired. "No sermon here," the young man said. "The old priest's dead. Tower's empty. I wasn't looking for a sermon," Idris replied. The boy smirked. "Then you're the first." Silence lingered. Idris stood for a moment, unsure why he hadn't walked past. "Mind if I sit?" he asked. The boy shrugged. "Suit yourself. No one else does." They sat in silence under the tower as the mist began to lift. The coin clinked softly as the boy flipped it between his fingers again and again. "You local?" the boy asked. "No," Idris replied. "Just passing through." The boy nodded, unsurprised. Everyone's always passing through. No one stays unless they're stuck. "What about you?" "I'm not stuck," he said too quickly. "I'm just waiting." "For what?" The boy hesitated. "For the right reason to leave." Idris glanced at him. He saw something familiar in that face. Restlessness wrapped in pain. He had worn that same expression once in his 20s, thinking running would fix everything. But eventually, time teaches you that no road outruns the self. "You don't need the right reason to leave," Idris said. "You need the right reason to stay." The boy didn't answer, but the coin in his fingers stopped spinning. They sat there for a long time, not speaking, letting the mist give way to light. Then the boy said quietly, "They used to ring this bell for the dead. Every time someone passed, they rang it once." Idris looked up at the old bell, rusted still and silent. "Strange," the boy whispered. "How no one ever rings it when someone comes back to life." Idris turned to him sharply, but the boy only smiled, not with joy but with knowing. Then he stood, dusted off his coat and said, "Safe travels, old man." And just like that, he was gone. But the words remained like a gentle echo. Not everyone who's lost is looking for the way out. Some are waiting for a reason to begin again. Idris stared at the bell one last time, and then quietly, he rang it.